Yeah, that hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. Ay, I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Keep it goal and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band, no mind, keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They gon' let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it to believe. Bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reground. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Motivation, all this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. You are the sweetest thing, yeah. I live all the joy you bring, yeah. But I'm coming back, knocking down the door. I'm coming back, are you ready for more?
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs, 183 centimeters tall, weighed in at 73 kgs with a reach of 187 centimeters. And he'll be facing Daniel Jacobs, the Miracle Man, 6 foot tall, 160 pounds with a reach of 74 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight in.
Thousands of fans here in it. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. It's bombs away. Throws the jab, but does not score. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Nice straight. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Great round. Now, relax.
On to the second round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think, right, concentrate.
That left hook missed. You don't want to trade shots. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Nice defense with that jab. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. Very close. Pulled it right there. Oh, boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man.
Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab.
Him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt.
It's a terrible round, that is. Come on. You've let him back into the fight.
On to the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Can't find a home with that jab. Big whiff with the right hook. Punch, counter punch. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. This This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you.
Whoa, Johnny! Jacobs in real trouble! Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
I'm happy. Good man.
Around. Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm.
Great work. Stay focused.
Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nope, that hook won't score. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. Good counter punch. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. A straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Okay, I'm happy. Like that round. Just stay focused. Don't let
Win the round. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about
Good work. He was thinking. He was smart. He weren't loading up.
Time for the fifth round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. going to see a jab from these two? Is he going to punch himself out, though? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Come on, breathe. Breathe.
Wait, I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Just the same again.
Win the round on your jab. Breathe when you're step.
Let's start the 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. And down goes the Miracle Man. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
That... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
Ain't stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm trying to ball out like LaMelo Ball. Watch me switch the gears on, I'm wait for him to stall. They're looking all small, trying to run before they crawl. Me, I'm going all out, up against it all. You're up against the clock, up against the clock. Trying to break the doors down, you should've changed the locks. I'ma bring them all down, everybody's up. And I pride when it's showtime, everybody watch. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. It's like they don't wanna see me win, that's cool. Yeah, man, I got this in the bag like school. You're trying to rock the boat, but the ride's too smooth. Cause I'm trying to bid the goal, and the vibes don't lose. You guys are old news, and your styles don't ooze. You're going head to head with the guy who won't move. Your tide goes snooze with your blind old views. Yeah, you couldn't walk a yard or a mile in my shoes. Yeah, I'ma smile all the way to the dubs. Cause what's an extra mile if you come from the muds? I'm a wild out, watch me ramp it up.
What a lovely afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Riddick Bowe, 6'5", 240 pounds with a reach of 81 inches. And he'll be facing Roy Jones Jr., 201 pounds even, He stands 5'11" with a reach of 74.
Yeah, if you've got a brawl that's in front of you, that's going to put you under pressure, get to your ribs and get close, you've got to be fast on your feet. If you've got the height and the reach, which I always go for, I depend on that. But if someone is going to push you back, keep pushing you down, you're going to be under pressure.
Riddick, Big Daddy Bo, despite being 6'5" tall, one of the best inside fighters. Roll.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner,
From Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy.
Usually you don't need a weather report. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Nice hook. Good right hook. It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning or air con, as you say in the UK.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Todd, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Blocks the left uppercut. Nice hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the... There's the bell for round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in the matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
That jab had to hurt. No rest for the weary. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. talk about Bo in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
On to the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. How about that time counter shot? Oh, and this is really going to rub them the wrong way. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round.
Back at it in round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Missing with the left hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you continue.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
It's never ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that last round.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Played round. Now relax. Relax.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
And Bo is dazed. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
One punch could end this fight for either of these 2 heavyweights.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they were out of steam.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Defense is not an option for these 2. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Bo in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace.
On to the 6th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Which fighter will say no mas? Couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Not a lot of... Whoa, wait a minute! And the big fella stumbling backwards. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Bo in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Like that round, good work.
Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Did well to block that right hook. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Big Daddy in trouble, and Riddick Bowe is on the canvas. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Comfortably.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
The corner.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath.
There's the bell to start round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now we've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Throws the uppercut, but misses. Could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
I'm a Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trally's up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about back here. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting batted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, hailing from Zhoukou, China, introducing the Big Bang, Zhang Zhilei. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Scoring uppercut there. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Beautiful counter punch. There is not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You'd like to see more jabs. They block the left there. Missed him with that uppercut. That uppercut misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there.
There's the bell for round 2. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Got a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. jab gets blocked. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than have to.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. They are going to surrender. No mas. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes. That's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs. I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve. That's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed. Fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Down for the anarchy. Them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working down for the salary. Everyday in gym burning a calorie. Deep meditation man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peas with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader.
Yeah, that hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and
I'm Todd Grisham, and how about this venue, ladies and gentlemen? Brooklyn Hall. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time now for our tale of the... It's Eric El Terrible Morales. They don't come any tougher than this guy. Fighting out of Tijuana, Mexico. The first Mexican-born boxer in history to win world titles in 4 different weight classes. King Ryan Garcia. They also call him Flash. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California.
This bout is scheduled.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This is the night. Everybody's looking forward to this night. The heat, the atmosphere, you could cut it with a knife.
No doubt. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. These two were made for each other. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That jab was blocked. Downstairs and upstairs, trying to sprinkle his offense all over the body. All the seats have been taken in this unique setting. What an event it will be here tonight.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're the fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Morales in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great work. I love it. I love it. That jab slick. Get your mind back on the job. It was a god-awful round. And right hand, beautiful.
Here we go for round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. One punch could change everything in this battle. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
It's a very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talking about Morales in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good man, get your rhythm back, and we'll go.
The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Which fighter will say no mas? It's all offense all the time. Jab slightly off target. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
That left hook just missed. Just missed with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Morales in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Good round. You feel good? You were thinking, you were smooth together. Put him back in his place.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. This fight has a real good flow to it. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering maybe throwing in the towel after their fighter got dropped twice.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Shots off and don't give.
There's the bell to start round 5. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Knocked down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
That hook just can't find the target. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And this wasn't in the game plan. Morales has to find a way out of this. Missing with the hook. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to...
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talking about Morales in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
And everything in the back. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Don't be looking at for one.
There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That left uppercut doesn't score. And Morales goes down on the canvas. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Hook misses. Here we go with these 2 lightning-quick lightweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
The straight right just misses. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Morales in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, and get that jab back. The ball played round. Now relax, relax.
There's the bell to start round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Eric Morales is dazed. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
He parries that left jab away. That right hook catching air. Good defense stopping that jab. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Talking about Morales in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath of this entire fight. And now you've landed back in. Now it's going to be a tougher fight already. That right hand's beautiful. Beautiful. That's it. Start. Go out, and in the first minute, stick him in the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace and get your momentum back and win the round.
And there's the bell for round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And that left hook doesn't find its target. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I'm not sure about the judges on this one. A split decision win.
A split decision? How one-sided does it have to be? A split decision? Who's doing this job? Todd, tell me, come on, talk to me.